one. Prime deserves his roses. Okay. Bottom line.
I just said they were
What he
good.
did. I know. I understand, Kev. I'm just explaining myself.
Wait. Let me throw in there real quick. The preseason rating of the Buffs was number 85 out of 133. So
Really?
that goes to show how far down they actually were.
Okay.
Honestly, I think that's crazy. I didn't think they'd be that low.
Well, but look what he
everyone
did
liked
with
him.
Jackson. He turned Jackson State around. If he went to Brook right now, he could probably make Brook a fucking state champion. And
Brooks 2-0. Brooks
I don't think any.
2-0.
Yeah, Brooks
I
2-0,
don't think-
dude. Yeah, let's go, Brook. Huh?
Speaking about high school
Let's
football,
go.
did
Do they
anybody
beat-
see
do-
the high
do they
school
beat
kid
University?
from Nitro?
No,
One
I
at a
did
time.
not.
What?
Has anybody seen the kid from Nitro?
No, I did not.
19 touchdowns, 1,000 yards in 2 games.
Jesus Christ.
Rushing?
Throwing.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Jesus Christ.
He just beat
St.
St.
Albans, right?
Albans
Yeah.
like 84 to what the fuck was it? Let me look this up.
That's not the Hurricane kid, is it? Because I saw Hurricane put up like 90 points.
No,
What's-
Nitro football.
This transfer rule is crazy. I mean, it's just there's I think Work and I already talked about it once in a report.
What was that?
The transfer rule. Well, you sent me that video.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So the guy
Yep.
And it-
transferred.
and it- Well, I don't know, but like all these
What
teams
the
are
fuck?
stacked now, and like there's 5 or 6 games last week where people scored 80 points to like nothing.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
I mean, they all,
Hurricane,
you know,
84 to 8. This kid threw. Past 2 games he's thrown. I think it was 17 or 19 touchdowns over 1,000
What?
yards.
What assholes for keeping him in the game? You'd think like, okay, all right, you had 500 yards, a couple touchdowns, you're good for the night, bro. Let's put the backup in. Nah, they just kept him in the whole time. Pad the stats.
They
Single-
were just
that's
they were
incredible.
just trying to cover.
That's absolutely
He set the single game touchdown record previously held by J.R. House.
Funny. What was the previous record? So if he had 19 in 2 games. He's literally averaging like 9.5 touchdowns, 9.5 touchdowns a game.
God.
Yeah.
How the good Lord.
In fun fact, J.R. House, West Virginia native, went to Nitro as well. Played MLB
Also-
baseball.
Wow.
Interesting. I'm not trying to be a hater.
I like that.
But
I like that.
Listen. I know you guys went down. I don't think you ever. So we as sophomores played
Yes.
Hurricane.
Oh, it's
So
Hurricane.
technically we won.
Yes.
But have y'all seen Nitro? I live near Nitro. I pass Nitro every day at work. Have y'all seen Nitro? It is a shithole.
Yeah.
I think our
can't
freshman
be-
year that's what
Alright,
it is.
It can't
So-
be much worse. Yeah. What's that?
How bad does Brook lose to University this week?
Oh, do they win 28-21?
University's
Right,
never
right,
that
Nick?
good.
They win 28-21. Am I
At
right?
University
least
is
20,
like
21.
the,
At
That's a
least.
good
University
score.
is
Yeah, that's a good score,
Listen,
Tom.
Yes, it is.
University are the
Yes, it is.
preppy kids. The ones that have
Beautiful
the
stadium.
money, but they're not Catholic. Like there's a Catholic school there, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's them, University, and Motown. Usually the richer areas are who goes to University, like the prep kids.
Yeah, arguably the
Everybody
best stadium view in West Virginia, possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, University? That's incredible. Yeah,
yeah.
that right there is as
It's
close
funny.
as you'll get to like NCAA 14.
Yeah.
I've been told this, by the way, that University, because I assume they never finished the other side. They said they ran out of money. I talked to someone. I remember someone saying like, "Yeah, I'm a University like booster. Like we literally just ran out of money. That's why there's not another side."
Oh,
Thought
but
that was
still,
awesome.
that's a beautiful stadium, though. I'm telling you, that was perfect. Like right off a
It was.
cliff, man. It was perfect.
It's old now in comparison, but
Well, I mean, how old?
it was new for us.
Yeah, that's what I
I mean-
thought, man. Like, you know,
Yeah, it was our sophomore year 15 years ago.
I guess it was, wasn't it?
Wow, that is insane to think about.
Yep.
Insane in the brain.
We are
Oh.
fucking old, boys.
It
I'll
was
go-
so new.
I'll go to
It was so-
Brightwood now.
It was so new that don't you remember we had to dress in the locker room of the old University High School, and Petey had to like have someone like walk him to his locker because he got a major concussion that game.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Petey
that.
Burn.
Now,
Y'all
that you, bring,
remember that?
now that
Like,
you bring that
Petey-
up, I do remember that. Yeah, Petey was.
Petey
dude,
got fucked.
Petey didn't give a shit. He well, I mean, like in a good way. Like he
It's not his. It was not
he
his
banged
fault. He just
around,
got
man. He's a
obliterated.
hard ass hitter, dude.
Dude, it was like CTE concussion. It was bad.
Yeah, Yeah. but
Instead of
you,
having
do
homie,
you guys want
should've-
to? You guys want to fight now?
let's
Can we,
get it
can
on.
we like get like a drum roll where we play Mortal Kombat? Like do 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 do. Test to your might.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. All right, here we go. We got Kevin and Kyle going off.
Celebrity deathmatch.
Stuck
Yeah,
to
celebrity
Scorpion.
deathmatch. Yeah, and absolutely. What
The-
a
the
callback.
rematch.
Let's go play some
The
ninja.
rematch of Trey Lance.
What-
You just labeled it as Kyle versus Kevin 2.
Hey, Killer Instinct K2. That's a that was a
What's-
good.
I was gonna tell you.
Good video game.
Hey, I was gonna tell you guys this. So my friend Josh listens to the podcast all the time. He listened to it the other day and he was laughing, saying Kyle and Kevin getting on it about Trey Lance, and he's like
Oh,
laughing.
dude, y'all got heated. I loved it.
What's funny is he texted again this morning. I was like on my way to work and I saw it, and he's like laughing my ass off. I didn't get to finish the episode completely, and I turned it back on. It was still Kyle and Kevin yelling at each other about Trey Lance.
I love it. That's so good.
All right, let's fucking go live. Give a countdown.
All
Wells.
right. Well, yeah. So we actually been streaming for a minute, but we don't have cameras on right now. Of course, we can see each other, but on the main screen.
Are we on YouTube? Streaming on
We
YouTube?
are streaming on YouTube right now. 2K4K
Why isn't
Pod.
it coming up? Why isn't it coming up?
I think you
Yeah,
got
it
a
keeps saying
channel.
offline.
Really?
It's saying off.
J.R. House is third base coach for the Cincinnati Reds now.
There we go. It's refresh it, Kev.
Yeah, but it's like it should be good now.
Yeah, I see it
Yeah,
there.
we're
There's just no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's still
video.
saying offline. What is going on? Here,
Hold on.
wait. Okay, I found it. There's it opened up a new screen.
Yeah, we're good. Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, so hold on. I'll pull in the.
wait, what happened to Porco? Where the fuck he go?
I guess that was
Who
it.
knows?
He'll get back in. He'll probably get back in. Hold on here. Oh, wrong mouse. That's what I wanted. That's what I like. See how that looks. Awesome. Nick, thanks for being here, man.
Appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, and the headphones sound great.
Yeah.
No shit, that's legit too. That's legit.
I'll figure out this mic. I might just need someone to get in there with me this week and test it out more.
Yeah.
see.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm off. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be fucking around.
What day you off this week, Nick? Oh, never mind. You were off Monday.
Yeah, I got off at 4 all week.
All right, I'm not gonna do the live stream. It was being weird with my phone not connecting to the TV, so I'm good. I'm just here old school.
Okay. Yeah, we're not. We can't be seen right now. Everything's being heard, but can't be seen. I'm just.
Zoe says she saw for a second.
Yeah. Wells popped us up and then popped us back off.
Oh, word.
Oh yeah. That's exactly. Yeah.
Hi, Zoe. I know you're
Hey,
watching.
Zoe, thanks for tuning in. All right, we can.
You're gonna have to excuse Kevin and his stupid ass takes.
Hold on. All right.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Ooh, you're gonna get bodied this episode. You keep trying, boy. You're gonna get bodied.
2K, 4K, 4K, 2K, 4K, 2K, 4K, 2K, 4K,
I don't know. Quit advertising.
2K. Wow!
That stuff on.
2K, 4K, 2K, 4K, 2K, 4K, 2K, 4K.
Brought to you by Kyle Jones.
What's up? Oh my gosh, here we are, 2K, 4K. the one and only. We got Kevin, we got Kyle, we got our man Nick showing up here. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
But we're no, hey, thanks for letting me be here. I'm so happy to be here. But without further ado, I don't want to. We're gonna get into some headlines, all right. But before we get into that, I think we need to settle whatever the hell y'all and Kyle and Kevin got going on here. What's up? What's the issue?
So I got to start. All my people that are friends of the Chappelle Show. That's a throwback, but big fans Dave Chappelle. What do you say during one of the skits? I hate him and he stanks. That's how I feel about Kyle right now.
Oh my
Well, dude, I'm coming in hot because you're telling me TCU should be embarrassed that Coach Prime and Buffalo went in there. Dude, they're the same. Literally, TCU had one good year last year, and we're going to crown their asses and act like they're going to be in the playoffs again this year. It's not going to happen. So TCU shouldn't be embarrassed. Like, I mean, yeah, it was at home, but it's Coach Prime. He had his boys ready. Like he said all offseason, we coming. Well, guess what? They're there. And guess what? They're going to beat Nebraska and Matt Rule this week. And then they're going to win the following week. They're going to freaking go on a run. I'm telling you. I looked at their schedule yesterday. They're going to go 9-3. That's what I see them at. And Buffalo won one game last year. Coach Prime's for real. Sanders is for real. Travis Hunter's for real. So TCU shouldn't be embarrassed about that. TCU is on the same level as Buffalo. If anybody, here's the analogy. The only team that should have been embarrassed this weekend is Penn State. If West Virginia would have went into Penn State and beat Penn State, that should have been embarrassing. West Virginia there was no way they were competing with Penn State at home.
It was really
Penn
sad.
State.
Was it the first drive where they scored, or was it the second drive, Nick? The Mountaineers.
I don't remember. I think it was the second drive.
Yeah. Either way, the point is that they came out kind of hot, and I was like, "Oh, this could be a competitive game if they just like keep at it this way." And quickly, it just turned into the Neil Brown Express.
I can't.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is all my hate for Arthur Smith and how much I trash how stupid of an offense he has. Neil Brown said, "Arthur Smith, hold my beer. I want to be the number one hated." That offense with Garrett Green, my God.
Okay, here we go.
I love Garrett Green, man.
Wait, hold on. Here we go. Arthur Smith or Matt Canada or Neil Brown.
Honestly, I'll take Matt Canada, which is sad. I mean,
Oh,
shine up the turd. He's the only turd I could pick, guys.
I have a weird
Because
taste in
Neil
my
Brown-
mouth.
Tell me, dude, Neil Brown, we saw it, with at least the current offense. He sucks anyway, but the current offense. And then Arthur Smith, all they do is run the ball. At least Matt Canada tries to throw the ball sometimes. Like, by default, he's the best of the three.
But that's the only reason I was getting heated earlier, though, Kev. Like, now, what's embarrassing, if you want to talk about embarrassing, is Dabo Sweeney, proving he cannot win unless he has the best quarterback in the country. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, he stinks. The SEC said, "Nah, we don't want you no more."
That is so sad. I totally forgot they were playing yesterday, and I was like, they lost to Duke?
Honestly, I can't stand Dabo anyway. He's a fucking tool, but that's besides the point.
He's a goddamn tool. I get it.
I think it's funny. I think it's karma, because isn't he the one that criticized, like, "Oh yeah, college football, all these guys getting all this, NIL money." Well, guess what? Dabo? Well, guess what, Dabo? Now Dion's in Colorado saying hold it as they go into TCU, upset them at home. And I agree with Jones. You were saying, I saw the schedule. I think the next two they win. I can't remember who they play after Nebraska. Oregon's going to be interesting. I think Oregon's better than advertised, and USC after that. So we're going to see and find out how really good they are. I think Colorado is still a year away. Hopefully Sanders and Hunter. Obviously, Hunter has to stay, but hopefully Sanders stays another year. But I think they're going to make a run too, at least early in the year.
Here's my thing. Colorado was the school that everybody wanted to stay away from. The next couple of years, like you said, they're going to be a top 10 in recruits, guaranteed, with Dion there. But they got Nebraska next, that's a win. They got Colorado State at home, that's a win. They go on the road against Oregon, lost. They got USC at home, lost. So that puts them at 3-2 to my calculations. They got Arizona State, win, 4-2. Stanford, win. Colorado, UCLA, I got them beating UCLA. They got Oregon State at home. I think they're going to upset Oregon State. They got Arizona. They're going to beat Arizona. Washington State beat Washington State, and then I think they lose to Utah last game of the year. That puts them at 9-3.
I mean, I think that's fair. I can see them honestly with how high paced the offense, and I could be wrong. They said someone said the Pac-12. Someone has a really good defense, but I don't think it's Oregon. So I can see Colorado beating Oregon just because it's a shootout, and clearly,
Hey.
I'm not saying TCU can burn the world down, but TCU, I mean, clearly that was a shootout on the road, and they did it. So I can easily see Colorado going in there with those weapons and putting up points against Oregon. Oregon has Bo, Nix, of course, and they're going to put up points too. It'll probably be a shootout. I can see Colorado win that one, but I think they lose to USC too.
You got to
So
think about
here,
you got to think about this real quick. All right, hey, Uiagalelei is in Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Yeah, he put up six TDs.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It
about
would have
that?
been. You mentioned the embarrassment earlier, Kevin, for TCU. It would have been. I know this didn't happen, but it would have been embarrassing if Oregon and Colorado was week 1 at Oregon, and then Buffalo went in there and beat Oregon. That would have been embarrassing to Oregon. I just don't think it's embarrassing to TCU because honestly, up until last year, TCU's been below mid. Like they haven't been that good.
They've been competitive. How dare you? Within the last 15 years, they've been really good.
Dude,
Not the last
Gary
5,
Patterson had a
oh,
couple of good
that's right.
years.
Well, yeah, they had a couple down years. That's when the last coach that was there, that was basically
Gary
Oregon-
Patterson.
Gary Patterson. Thank
yeah.
you very much. He left. I think. Well, I don't know if he's still the defensive coordinator in Texas, but that's what he was doing after he left. But had
He's
you know
mid.
stint success, and then
He-
all of a sudden he
that-
fell apart, and then
That whole college is below mid. Bottom line.
dude,
Congrats
the
for
Horned
having a
Frogs,
good
man,
year.
come on, dude.
Congrats for having a
Kidding?
cool name, but other than that,
The
you
Horned
guys are mid.
Frogs, man. Have you ever seen one of them fuckers? They're horrifying.
Yeah, and look what happened. Look what Georgia did last year to them when you go up against real competition.
Don't you dare talk like that about Max Duggan, all right? That guy will swim a whole creek to save you and your family. He'll do it. All right, he'll tackle
sure.
a
I
bear.
Okay.
I don't care what anyone says. TCU deserved to be there last year. I don't care what anyone says.
They did not deserve to be in there.
Oh yeah, they did.
Kevin, you and I agree with this. TCU was way out of their league being in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I think my mic's starting to go out. I mean, TCU, if I recall this, TCU deserved to be there, but I think I was more angry about them being the 3rd seed and them robbing us of the Ohio State-Michigan matchup, where I think TCU should have been 4, if I recall. I think they should have been the 4 seed. So I was okay with them making it, but TCU should have definitely been the 4 seed. And
But
they
I
lost.
would have rather, honestly, I would have rather Bama take their place than TCU being in there.
You really
No,
want
you can't
another
just give it to
Alabama,
Bama.
Georgia?
I don't care. It would have been better competition. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, they got the roses last year. Congrats to them. Let's get into the other headliners.
Okay, all right. Let's get into some headliners. Hold on. Get a memento. I knew you guys would blow your load. I was like, yo, chill, guys, please. And ladies and gents, for those that are tuning in, you missed it. First off, thanks for tuning into the live episode of the 2K4K podcast, the one and only. Yeah, Kevin and Kyle got into a heat of the. It was the heat of the moment, actually. That.
It was the heat of the moment.
Thank you. All
Kev's
right.
just lucky we're not together because that would have probably CM punked his ass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love it.
Yeah, right. It'd have been Jack Perry. I'd have been CM Punk. Right.
I actually have a thing about CM Punk here. We'll get to it in a minute, but we'll get the first main headline of the day. Big news. You know, we got a big game coming up, you know, on a very special day. It's the first day of the NFL. And, yeah, we got the Chiefs and the Lions and Travis Kelce. Potential ACL injury. It says it's intact. This is according to Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
After test today, the Chiefs believe that Travis Kelce's ACL is intact per source. There's inflammation in his knee, and they will test it again Wednesday to determine his availability for Thursday night versus the Lions. I'll tell you right now, guys, I know he's the number 1 tight end in the league without a doubt. I don't know why you start him. It's week 1. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Well,
So
it was
you're-
it was a non-contact injury, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just
it's non-contact.
he hyperextended his leg. That was another. Well, that was one of the stories.
Someone brought up Zach Ertz, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was something along the lines of this happened to Ertz, and they thought it was going to be fine and only a hyperextension, but then they found like a partial tear. So there's always that concern that there's more there than they think.
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong,
ACLs
but I
too.
think that happened last year, Kev. But yeah, so here's the thing. As long as the ACL's intact, that's good news for them. I would much rather him, if like I said, if the ACL's intact, I would much rather him have a guy with that injury than a hamstring. Like, Cup, he might be out. He might be going on IR, depending on what the specialist says. So I feel like if the ACL's intact, he'll probably bounce back week 2. That maybe they're safer with him and bring him back week 3. I don't see this being a prolonged injury like the Cooper Cup hamstring.
Hey, it's real simple, and I know no one wants to hear it, but I'm just going to say it because there are a couple exceptions in the NFL, and it's trying not to be disrespectful to the rest of the teams where, oh, you're the Chiefs, you think you can just do this, the NFL every given Sunday. I get that, but I would shut down Kelsey, put him on the IR. I don't know if they can still put him on the PUP, but I think you have to put him on the IR at this point. Put him on the IR. He's going to miss the next month. Make sure he's healthy. Kansas City will do just fine. Even if they drop a game, who cares? We've seen with Mahomes, when Tyreek Hill left, they spread the ball around. He's a better quarterback. I get Kelsey makes that team go in the middle, but I think the Chiefs will be just fine. It'll force Mahomes to evolve again. Andy Reid and Mahomes will scheme up. Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore, Justin Ross, all these dudes that have all MVS, all this potential. Well, it'll allow them and force them to win without Kelsey. It'll make them a better team, get Kelsey healthy. Even if you eventually, even sneaking as a wild card because Kelsey missed all that time and you drop a couple games. Listen, as long as I got Mahomes and a healthy squad in the playoffs, that's all I care about. So don't worry about Kelsey rushing back and playing week 2, 3, whatever. Just rest up.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
especially
I mean,
Chris
you
Jones.
need him
might
later
show
in the
up.
year.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kev.
Yeah.
In other news, Joe sent me a tidbit, and I see that you have it right there, Wales.
Oh, I'll go right. You're talking about right here on this day?
No, I'm talking about Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that here in a second. Yeah, no, I love it.
I'm so happy.
So, yeah, will you fucking stop kissing all the babies? You're not running for public office. First and foremost, love that because that's something that should have been said to him a long time ago. Secondly, a little bit nervous that he's talking to Russ like that because I might light a fire up under Russ's ass, and Raiders might have to put up with that week 1.
It's about damn time. I saw another part of that, the first part before he talked about kissing babies. It was something about Russell needs to stop caring about Russell Inc. And I'm like,
yes.
a round of applause. I'm just like, you know what? Sean Payton deserved the crap for talking trash about Nathaniel Hackett and doing that whole coaches fraternity, like kind of disrespecting him in the media. But bravo to Sean Payton. Finally, someone said it to his, like, hopefully he said it to his face first, but thank God someone's finally telling him.
So that's what I was going to ask. You think he said it to his face or not? Because I feel like I don't know Russ personally or anything like that, but I wonder if his feelings are going to get hurt about that, especially with the leave Russ Inc. or whatever it's called alone. That's his business. So I bet you he's either going to take it and use it as motivation, or he's going to take it and it's going to be a weight on his shoulders all year, and he's going to suck again.
Hey,
I don't
what?
know.
Sean Payton wins either way, doesn't he?
He does win either way. Yeah, he does win either way, but it was about damn time that someone said that to him.
Yeah, I still can't believe they gave him his own office and everything. That was wild.
Yeah, that whole.
You think Peyton had his own office there?
That,
He was very.
well,
Oh, maybe. I
Pinner
don't know.
better have one. The Pin Man better have one. That's all I know.
No, I'm talking about Peyton Manning. You think he was
Oh,
secluded when he was in Denver?
no.
Highly unlikely.
Yeah. Well,
Highly unlikely.
what?
Even though we know Eli's the better brother, I doubt Peyton. I doubt Peyton secluded himself.
See, I thought we were friends again. Why you gotta do this to me?
Oh,
Speaking of Peyton, here we'll get into that real quick. On this day, September.
All I know
5th,
is I gotta
13, there was 86.
does Eli have a nickname? I'll let the crickets speak for themselves.
Oh,
Yeah, Tom Brady killed.
Manning off the play fake, throws, and over the middle it is Thomas. And Manning throwing, and it is a fingertip catch for a touchdown.
What's that? Can you hear me?
Oh, I can't. And now I
sorry.
was letting the crickets speak for themselves.
We're going on this day. We got a video showing.
Yeah,
real quick,
yeah.
Coach.
So,
my bad.
No, you're totally cool. Yeah. So on this day, September 5th, 2013, opening night, Peyton Manning facing the Baltimore Ravens as the new. I guess it's year 2 of the Broncos, right?
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah.
Tore them up.
Tore 'em up, man.
462 and 7 tutties.
Fun fact: I watched this game at a Best Buy with Tripper.
Really?
Best
What
Buy.
are you guys doing at Best
What the
Buy?
hell? Yeah.
We went up to
How late
Cheddar's.
was Best Buy open?
We went up to Cheddar's, and then Tripper always wanted to go to Best Buy because Tripper likes to go spend money places. And we were in college, and we stopped there and we saw the game was on, so we watched the game for like a half hour in Best Buy because it was on the TV.
Who's greater, Peyton Manning or that kid from Nitro?
I'm saying
Hey,
Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
Nate,
I'm saying
that kid
Peyton.
from Nitro Football, man, what a dog!
Hey, Wales, do me a favor. Pull that Manning cast clip up. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it.
I wanna hear.
This was freaking awesome. This was
great.
a commercial that I sent Wales earlier today.
Oh boy. So sorry, everyone. Where is that?
I can
I didn't
resend
save
if
it.
I
I
need
have.
to.
I have. I gotta go to my messages. There they are. I'm so stupid. Doing it on a computer is a whole other animal, man. There we go.
Don't we?
This was the best commercial I've seen in a while.
It's an incredible clip, though. One moment. Oh, I sent that to you.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, we'll get to that here in a second.
That's it.
Yeah. That's not what I want to do.
Just click on it.
Yeah, I guess.
Click on the link.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, it takes me right to X.
We need a new navigator.
We do.
I am the captain now.
Excited are you about the opportunity to be on the most popular show on television?
Isn't this for the Manningcast?
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I play quarterback.
Ooh, quarterback. We like that.
You like that?
I just said that we liked it.
You like that?
I mean, what is this guy's deal?
No, but did you like it?
How do you feel about audibles?
We generally just want the quarterback to run the play that's called. That's the play.
Sean McVay, Los Angeles Rams head coach.
On this team, we tear ourselves to pieces.
This is how you guys dress in real life.
You guys are terrible evaluators and go f yourself.
Thank you, Mike. Who are your broadcasting icons?
Another one.
What would you say are your strengths?
We the best.
I'm just here because your guys have the most punchable face in the history of punching faces.
Wow, Reese Witherspoon. I mean, we're honored you'd even consider auditioning for the Manning cast.
Manning what? Oh, no, I was calling to bundle my home and auto. Aren't you the insurance guy?
So what would we know you from?
Have you heard of TikTok?
Sure.
Really?
No.
Hi, Lil Wayne, Wheezy Baby, President Carter.
I'm Peyton, and this is Lil Brother.
Little brother.
Let's get some sleeves on you, big boy.
I don't think I don't think the job's for me. I have no idea what this is, but I don't think I'm the right guy.
Well, we tried our best.
Guess it's just the two of us again this season.
Unless there's someone on that list who is just perfect for the job.
Nope. Not on this list. Mm-mm.
You've been waiting here a long time, too? No, I didn't get the Manningcast job. I guess I'll just come back and play football again.
That was the greatest freaking ad, commercial, whatever you want to call it. of all
Tom
time.
looks great. I don't care.
Yeah.
To say Tom looks great.
So
He's gonna look
norm,
great
I
for
was
you
gonna,
guys week 12.
I was gonna tell you guys. So normally I don't like watch the stream while we're doing this. I forget we're like playing a video, and then I hear you guys laughing in the background. Then we come back like, oh yeah, that was so sweet. I feel like Will Ferrell from Anchorman, like, ha ha, we are laughing.
Yeah. It was good. I liked it. I'm excited for it. You know.
I am too.
It's a different layer. It makes it makes those shit games pretty tolerable. You know, it's like Texans Titans. You're like, oh, it's a Monday. How's this a Monday night game? You know, but
Can we just make them?
Flexing can happen this year.
Yeah.
Can we just make them the main broadcast? Like, why do they have to be a special broadcast? Like, just make them the main
they're
guys.
paying Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Man.
Troy.
They're
Yeah,
ESPN's double
give 'em-
dipping right now.
Move them back. Move them to Monday Night Football,
They're
and
double
yeah.
dipping the chip.
Well, they are Monday Night Football. Sorry, like just move them back to Fox.
So there's pretty. This is a pretty big week.
Yeah, but hey, we it is a big week. It's a big week.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Jonas. Seriously.
It's officially
Yeah,
files
well,
for
dude, we
divorce
got
from
Game of
Sophie
Thrones
Turner.
fans, right? Who likes Game of Thrones?
I can't
Or
watch it. I don't
Jonas
care
Brother
for it.
fans. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, I'm a
Joe-
Jonas
Joe
Brother
Brothers.
fan.
I zoomed in for 2 seconds, and it said, "quote She likes to party." I bet she does.
Yeah. Who would have thought the rock star didn't like partying?
Joe
it's-
Jonas, I'm disappointed in you. Or you're the rock star. Why are you crying about your wife partying? Like, did you not expect this lifestyle? Come on, man.
Yeah,
What
she's
was
a,
it?
She's a
His-
Targaryen.
Didn't he
for
have
God's
like
sakes,
a
right?
purity?
What the hell is she?
Yeah, that
What
purity
was
rings.
the thing that the Jonas Brothers would wear?
It was purity
Purity
rings.
rings or something?
All over Disney Channel. Yep.
Sad.
It makes me think of the South Park episode.
Yes.
Yep. We're all. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, very much so.
Listen here, you're gonna perform. Haha.
They're freaking stupid. I love it. I can't say exactly what he said. Mickey goes there.
We're to sell sex to little girls. Haha.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it, Jonas Brothers. Haha.
Kyle, this one's for you,
Oh,
brother. What we got going
so
on?
good.
Potential future Hall of Famer here, Chandler. Your cousin, Chandler Jones.
Dude, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Cuzzo. I reached out to him today, and he ain't right back yet.
He's probably still locked out. His phone's dead.
Probably. I don't know what's going on, dude. Like, I woke up to this. First thought was CTE. Second thought was hacked. Third thought was McDaniels is an asshole.
Listen,
So-
Jerry, and Pac-Man need to rally the Jones clan and get this resolved.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, is he getting traded? We just restructured Jimmy G's deal to save 17 million cap space. Did they tell him they're trading him? Like, I don't. Who would trade for a 33-year-old anyway?
Well,
32, 33.
if
But I'm
you're-
just saying.
If you're a team that's ready to go, I mean, how old is Von Miller? How old's Von Miller?
No, I mean, I get that, but Wales, he had a terrible year last year. Like,
yeah, well,
and
Chandler Jones still got a few left in him. I think.
No, when you're making 15 plus a year, I don't think.
Oh
I'd
no,
pay
I
him
mean
that.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he isn't like I'm not saying he's worth that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying he's worth getting though. Like he's worth having on your team.
I feel like okay, but I don't
Not
know,
for
dude.
15 mil.
Something fishy's going on. He unfollowed recently an hour ago. He unfollowed the Raiders. He scrubbed his stuff, I guess. He unfollowed Max. I don't know.
That's a
real
shame.
talk. Real talk. I know he had an issue like this, similar to when he was in New England. He literally went to the police station and like got down on the ground like he was being arrested, and he wasn't even being arrested. They took him to the hospital for medical attention that time. I don't know if like he's got something going on mentally, whatever the case may be. Hopefully he's all right. That's first and foremost. Secondly, if the Raiders are just fucking with him, then shame on them, I guess.
I doubt they're fucking with him. That's like I think we can throw that out of the way.
I don't know, dude. Like, it's just a really weird situation. And not only that, but the beat reporters, they have nothing. Like, they literally been trying to figure out updates all day, and they can't even give an update because they have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Hey, when the Raiders saw Tyree Wilson or whatever in that preseason game just kill the tackle, they're like, all right, lock Jonesy out.
Yeah, switch the code.
Well, the whole thing about it, if we get rid of him, it's 13.3 in dead money, so you're not going to do that. You were going to keep him this year regardless, I would think. I honestly, not a clue. Like I said, hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it's nothing serious. I don't know. Hopefully it'll get worked out. But why can't my team just go one fucking year without making any type of noise before their first game of the season?
They're the Raiders.
Yeah, that'd be boring. Man.
Dude, it's just frustrating. Like, we cannot never have a quiet off season.
Since
ever.
when does a pirate have a decent, consistent life? You got to think they're on the ocean, man. They're up and down. They're gotta ride waves and shit. Like, I'd be seasick, man. I'd be just kicking back. I'd OD on Imodium.
Bro,
I would.
know.
I would.
But
I hate the ocean.
I'm waiting for
I
Jay
can swim,
Glazer.
but I hate the ocean. I love swimming.
I'm waiting for Jay Glazer. Breaking news reported this morning: Jimmy Garoppolo stuck in the Kentucky Fried Chicken Ranch.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Aiden O'Connell takes over. The rest is history, right?
Yeah,
Bro, they still got Brian Hoyer listed as QB too.
That's how they
idiots.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah, what are they doing?
How's he still in the league? How old is he? Is he like in his 40s yet?
He's like
38?
30. I was saying 36. I thought he's a little bit older
Really?
than Matthew Stafford.
He's not like 48?
He's like 38, dude.
He might as well be 48. Yeah, I mean, watch it.
He looked terrible in
Dude,
preseason.
yeah, that's what I don't understand. He doesn't even look like he's able to do the job. Like, I think either one of us could do more than what he did. I'm not even trying to say that because, like, we're freak athletes or nothing like that. But, like, damn, dude.
Listen,
like, he couldn't take a 3-step drop and hit a slant. Like, it was bad.
Listen, I know it was only preseason, and if Aiden O'Connell started week 1, he would probably get embarrassed because it's against number ones and things like that. But at least, like, if Jimmy doesn't last a full season, which trends don't lie, he probably won't. There's no way in hell I'm bringing in Brian Hoyer. I'd rather watch Aiden O'Connell sling it than Brian Hoyer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather him figure it out. I don't know. Yeah, there's these quarterbacks that just like survive in the league as a backup, and they're not worth a fucking damn. Chase Daniels was the same way. And this dude made bank, and he's sitting on a fucking pot of gold like he's a dragon right now. And was never
Josh
worth a
McCown's the
damn.
legend. Josh McCown,
Josh
coach
is.
of the Panthers, legend.
But he was actually good as a backup.
He played until 40, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he played for 17 teams.
Kevin O'Connell did the same thing, dude. Vikings coach did the same thing.
Fitzy did the same thing too, dude. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick, like, he was starter every now and then, but
As Alex Moran showed in Blue Mountain State, remember that show? Hey,
backup is the
quarterback
best position.
ain't so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a weird dynamic, by the
Hey,
way. Did you guys see?
Go, Kev. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Did you guys see what the Saints are doing? And it kind of gives a weird dynamic to the whole third emergency quarterback role. Did you guys see that?
No.
I did not.
So the way the new rule works is you're allowed to have, like, you can only dress so many people, and you have to, like, have scratches and inactives. Well, they made a new rule basically because of the 49ers for the third emergency quarterback. Well, you're allowed to have someone listed as the emergency quarterback. You don't have to list one inactive. But the way it works is you have to play the guy listed as the backup, and the third emergency quarterback only becomes active if they're required, like their injury happens and they're the only one left.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did was they've been playing Taysom Hill at tight end this whole offseason. Well, they listed him as the backup quarterback. So if Derek Carr goes down, then of course Taysom Hill was forced to go in there. But what they're basically doing is saving themselves like a roster spot, so they can like use Taysom Hill at tight end, but he's the backup. And if anything ever happened to Hill, then Jameis would come in. But what they're basically saying is Jameis would be the starter if Derek Carr was out long term. But for 1 week, if Carr gets hurt, they would just deal with Taysom Hill at QB, and then the next game just switch it. So I thought that was interesting. Them trying to be strategic about like, oh, we can keep Winston as our third, and then keep our roster spot because Taysom Hill is going to be the backup QB. I thought that was weird. It gives them like an extra spot and an advantage.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, what are they gonna do? Is that just for the sake of injury?
I mean, I get it, but
It literally forces them. It gives them the ability to dress one other regular person. Like they don't have to like keep someone in act. They can hold all 3 QBs technically, and then they're allowed to But Taysom Hill was always going to be there no matter what, so it allows them to dress an extra person.
yeah, I mean, I get it. It's smart.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how it works. It's a smart move for the Saints to do that. But Wells, I'm seeing Mac Brown.
This one's for Nick. So this is the reason why I'm not a fan of Sam Howell is because you placed a bet on a top 5 UNC Tar Heels. Is that correct? Were they a top 5 team?
They're up there. They were playing against either a no-win or a 1-win, 1 or 2-win Florida State team a couple years ago. I believe it was around Halloween time, 2021. I want to say.
Wow.
I had about a 12-team parlay go. It was about $10 to win like $750.
Wow. So I forgot exactly what it was. This is huge.
Oh no.
Wow.
Everything hit. Stats for the very last game and it was UNC versus that was ranked. I think they were like top 5 at the time. They were like super high.
Yeah.
And they dropped the game to Florida State.
Yeah.
How much?
And I think it was an
overtime.
overtime. It was like a $10 bet to win like $750.
Yeah, that I would have went to Charlotte that night and flipped out, or Raleigh, wherever they're at. Raleigh. Durham. Durham.
It don't matter.
Good
for Mac Brown though. It's tough, to win 100. It's wild he's been there long enough to win 100 games. It must have been pretty quick.
Texas has been mid ever since he left.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Never been
Agreed.
the same. Never been the same.
Agreed.
That's what makes him one of the greatest of all time.
I was thinking about this earlier, and Mac Brown is one of the greatest of all time. He got a raw deal in Texas.
Yeah.
He got ran out of there. Then he goes to UNC, a basketball school, and he makes their football program relevant.
Out of nowhere.
So I mean, like, I give him credit. Smash Mouth singer, R.I.P.
Oh yeah, Steve Harwell.
Yep.
It was wild. There was like news of him going. Well, he just
the
wasn't.
hospice, and then a day later, dead.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, man.
Whoa, has
Jimmy
anybody
Buffett,
seen
R.I.P.
the dude who broke his leg over the weekend in MMA?
Yes, I did. That was a nasty break.
No.
Oh my god.
I'd really not like to watch that again, but if you want to find it and play it, go ahead.
Dylan Reichman
UFC,
suffered
right?
a gruesome leg injury.
Not a UFC, different MMA.
Can we get the name of the MMA?
Dylan Reichman.
Oh no.
DYLAN REISCHMAN.
That was probably the nastiest breaks I've seen in MMA
Wait,
ever.
RC. Wait, sorry. Spells last name?
REISCHMAN.
Do the hashtag.
Is it this right here?
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Should we show the fans? Should the fans watch this with us?
Might as well. I mean,
NSFW and if anybody gets queasy, extremely graphic.
Yeah.
I mean, I was an Annie Ann pretzel guy growing up. I mean,
oh, come on.
Come
Kevin.
on, bro.
Kevin.
was
All right.
That's so
well,
nasty.
yeah. Viewer discretion
What?
advised right here. Watch this all together here.
I don't want to watch.
Oh. Oh.
I was gonna dangle too.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That was so nasty, dude.
Emotional damage.
All right, don't play that shit no more.
He needs
Once
some milk.
enough.
It was. I'll tell you right now. It was so. Even though it was muted, I still heard it. I swear to you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Back to.
Okay, headliners.
Back to
Now,
headliners.
wait. Here's a fun comment on that. So
Give
it
us
was a
one.
compound distal femur fracture. So
Oh.
if he didn't have any soft tissue injury to the knee, honestly, yes, gruesome, painful, unreal painful, but still not as bad as having the ACL MCL meniscus tear.
Interesting.
That is interesting. So, Kev, I want to get into this with you a little bit. Let me say, I give you a show on TNT, primetime slot, that you don't have to work with certain executive vice presidents of a company. Okay? And then you take that show and you dictate who's allowed to be backstage and who's not allowed to be backstage. And then you go to the biggest pay-per-view for your wrestling company ever, and a guy goes into business for himself on TV, and then he comes backstage, and you're up next. Are you going to confront that guy and make an issue out of it in front of the owner? Or are you just going to keep your mouth shut and talk about it later?
Well, I mean, I like to think in that prominent position. I mean, being a wrestling fan for years like you are, there are certain people you look up to, like the Undertakers of the locker room, that are just the big stars, but also the people that are the lead by example, the locker room leaders that make sure everyone's on the same page and doing what's best for business, as Triple H's famous line always has said for years. But Punk is all about Punk, and for me in this situation, yeah, I try to lean more of the Undertaker, where business is business. You handle it like men behind closed doors. But unfortunately, in 2023, that's hard to do. And with Punk, he's always been he's always been about him. And as you can see, great performer, great professional wrestler, will always go down as one of the best promos. Just really cultivating interesting spotlight type of character. But as anyone wants to go look up the Triple H promo from years ago, he basically said, Punk, all you do is want change, and you talk about change, but you only want change that involves you wearing the crown. And it's true. It's true 10 years later, and what happened. So it's just, it's sad. It's just such a waste of a talent, and the only people that get punished are the fans, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So it's just sad.
It is sad, but I mean, it's a 95-pound soaking wet jungle boy, a.k.a. Jack Perry, real name. You're really going to let him get, like, how fragile is your ego to let that get under your skin? I don't get it, but now I did see it.
He's lucky. He's lucky he's friends with Samoa Joe, because he was facing Samoa Joe, their long-term rivalry. Anyone who watches the game, like, Samoa Joe is one of the baddest dudes, like, in the ring, in real life, like Samoan badass. And he had to convince his friend, he's friends with Punk, he had to convince him and cool him off so he can have the match. He's lucky, Joe took it easy on him. I know they're friends, but literally, like, Joe's actually a real type dude, like, I'm going to hurt you kind of guy. And it's incredible. Like, the biggest pay-per-view of all time, the biggest spot, and all you can care about is this drama and petty fighting. Who cares? No offense. Good for Jack Perry trying to become a young heel and become more well-known in the mainstream. But quite frankly, who cares about Jack Perry? God, like, are you that sensitive? Who cares what he said on air? You're CM Punk. You're their biggest star. You're their biggest merch mover. Who cares, dude? Let it go.
And I did see a comment that said, CM Punk is now 0-3, 0-3 in real fights.
Yeah. Yeah. That was great.
So I mean, it's just I don't know, dude. Like we're gonna have our own wrestling podcast soon, but I thought that was pretty important to touch base with because he's such an egotistical freaking loser at this point that every big pay-per-view, All Out, you can now call that the Brawl Out in 2022. 2023, All In, you can call that the Brawl In because it's all he's taken away from these big spots and it's not right to the other guys. But they made the decision to fire him this week. I think that's the only decision that Tony Khan could make.
Well, yeah, he got into it with his boss. I mean, I think someone said this online, and I agree with them. Someone like a Vince McMahon had the guts and the balls to basically say it's not going to happen and get into physical confrontations. And like as we know in real life, like some people don't like confrontation. And that's okay. You don't have to like or deal with confrontation. But if you don't like dealing with it and you're the boss, you need to have someone who's the hammer, who can do it for you. And someone said Tony Khan needs that person because Tony Khan's too nice of a guy and he's being taken advantage of. You're the boss. You need a hammer. You're not the hammer. And unfortunately, until he gets that hammer, people will take advantage of him. I mean, Punk's not the only one. I mean, obviously, you know, the elites in the name, the elite are a big part of the brand. But it's just, I think Tony's kindness and fandom is really kind of getting to him, and he's letting things spiral out of control. And what's sad is, I'll finish up with Punk. I'm reading a report that they're expecting him to make a final parting shot, which I assume he'll bury Tony Khan and the whole company, which, you know, really great for you. You talk about all this change and the business doing so well and all these guys having an opportunity and doing it for the fans, being different than WWE, yada, yada, yada. And here you are. You're probably going to bury the company because you just can't let it go. It's all about you.
And if that happens, there's a common denominator. He did it in WWE when he left. He's done it in AEW when he left. And now he wants to go back to WWE. It's just a common denominator. But anyway, let's get back into football.
That's a real shame about CM Punk. You know, it's not really my bag, wrestling, but, you know.
I never liked him.
He always seemed like an asshole. That's actually one of the things, like, I enjoyed old wrestling. And that's, once it loses its flavor, I stopped sucking on it. And, yeah, CM Punk's a douchebag. When they made him like the champion, I was just like, I don't like him.
And what's crazy, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like any wrestling fan knows this, and Jones will probably back it up. Like the best characters are usually the people that aren't actually faking it. They actually are real life characters.
Ric Flair, MJF,
yes,
like,
all of them.
That's okay that's okay to an extent, but it's not okay to bury a company. Like, I mean, even at like MJF's, the way he is right now on AEW, he's like the locker room leader now. You know, he's the champion for a reason. And it's just, I mean, Ric Flair, he was always in character. He still is in character.
They live it.
That's okay to an extent, but CM Punk needs a reality check.
I don't even know how CM Punk is so popular. I don't know why people like him.
Cult following, man. I feel like he relates to a lot of people. He's the edgy grunge dude growing up that didn't get along with anyone. Like, that's him.
So here's like
the mic drop, the pipe bomb. That's 20.
I got one more thing I want to bring up with wrestling, since technically Logan Paul is a part of the WWE. What does everyone think about Dylan Dennis?
Yes, I'm glad you brought it up. I brought it up an episode prior to this. How hilarious is all that trash?
He just brought up now Logan Paul's wife flashing her boobs on.
Oh God!
On a video.
So, dude, I'm waiting for.
I'll pull it up.
I haven't seen the new stuff, but I'm waiting for him to. I don't know if he's full of it, but I'm waiting for him to drop the nuke, because every time he shows the photo to people like on the stream saying, "Tell me I'm a liar." Like Andrew Tate, that one dude a couple days ago, like he's showing them the photo and they're all like, "Holy shit!" Like he's not lying.
Who would I be
Dennis
looking
is like Dylan Dennis, Nina, Logan Paul. It'll pop up immediately. You can just go to Dylan Dennis's Twitter.
So tell me when I'm telling lies. That literally reminded me of CM Punk when he came back from being suspended the first time.
It's just the whole thing is just sad. That's why I brought up the real life character stuff. He literally is a complete cocky asshole in real life, and that's what he is in a character. But yeah, Porco, about the Dylan Dennis, I crack up every day because like they keep saying how bad it's gonna be. He's like, yeah, I might get thrown in jail. They're gonna call off the fight. I'm like,
Yeah.
homie must have something bad. And you know, it's a nude, explicit photo that she doesn't give him permission to show.
Yep.
I'm hoping she. This is me laughing like about it, just for the entertainment purposes. I hope it shows her, like in some type of relations with like Jake Paul or like KSI or something, like something that really digs.
Oh my god.
Really digs it, Jake. You know, because it's got to be something bad. Him saying like it would probably end everything. Like it's got to be horrible.
So
Yeah,
are they married or are they just
I have
engaged?
no idea what
Engaged.
He said, "I quote unquote, I want to drop these nukes I have of Nina so bad it would literally break the internet."
So I can see it on the. It literally is just go to Dylan Dennis's page. It is just constant. Like his actual Twitter page, it is just everything with Nina's with a different dude, whether it's photoshopped or real. It is just constant. Like it's just constant troll.
They made a Pokemon card or Yu-Gi-Oh card with Logan Paul on it, and all it says is cock.
Oh my god!
Like that's his ability.
Is this what you're talking about here?
Yeah.
The UFC
This keeps
5,
going.
Yeah.
That oh no, go up. Yeah, that's him. Like that's his profile. Like you can look at all of his posts. Like you'll see him. It's just constant, just trashing her.
Wow.
It doesn't end. Just keep going.
Look,
Then he'll make fun of Logan Paul.
Wow.
Keep going. It's way better than this.
Oh my gosh.
He's brutal with it.
It does not stop. She's one of the ones that used to date Leo when she was in the age category.
Wow. Incredible. Oh my gosh.
Dude, just non-stop.
Dude, like I don't understand. I don't think I've ever seen anybody hate somebody so much in my life.
Wow. Those are feet. Free.
He's also trying to drum up interest for the fight, which hey, good for him.
Yeah, I mean
Free
it's all
feet
marketing.
videos,
It's all
free feet
cash
content.
grabbing right now. But it's
Oh my god. I'm glad it's
it
blurred
is
out. Thank
extremely personal.
God. I love that it's blurred out. That's perfect. I was just like, oh great, we're gonna show Dick on the first show. That's great.
This is where he shows
That's
the
how
video.
it ends. This
So
video
you
right here.
go back. Yeah, this is where he basically shows the picture, and the dude's like, "Oh my god."
Wow.
Andrew Tate even like it was early on, like weeks ago. Andrew Tate like he quoted something, and Tate like quoted the tweet and said, "Listen, I've been trying to stay out of this thing the whole time, but I'll say this: he's not lying. I've seen the photo. Like he's saying he'll go to jail, call off the fight, the whole marriage, everything. Like he's not lying. That's the second person I've seen him say I've shown the photo to, and they have this reaction.
Wow. Well, that's
I don't know,
Thomas, that's
Porco.
Thomas the Tank Engine. That's cool. I like that. I respect that one.
What do you think, Porco? I mean, it has to be something like.
Is it or is it just part of the
Marketing. It's the build up.
like yeah, like is it just more debauchery of, ooh, Dylan got those pictures. I wonder, if he'll it just like continues to draw more interest.
Very true. If I'm really hoping it's real though, and I'm really hoping he drops it because someone made the comment. He's been saying like I should have it dropped during the fight, and I'm like, please do. At that point, there's nothing that can be done. It just goes on the internet as the fight's happening. Like, what can you do now?
Very true. Unless I have no idea.
He's probably full of it, but even Dennis was saying I might just sacrifice the jail
What would
time.
make it more spicy is if he redrew the contract. If I win, I get to disclose what I have.
Yeah, he would need it. They would never agree to it because he need his permission.
I know, but that would make that fight spicy.
Sure would. I saw the lot. By the way, we were talking about Smash Mouth. Really sad. The lead singer died. I got to say this though, and people may say it's in bad taste, but just for entertainment purposes, go check out Smash Mouth a couple years ago. That girl's TikTok going to the show and saying, "Oh, I saw Smash Mouth," and it's that dude. Well, he was having obviously alcohol issues.
Yeah.
He was like Nazi saluting the crowd and like cussing and everything. It was nuts.
Yeah, no, that's
that's actually that was part of the reason he ended up passing was his alcohol abuse, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, dude, when they were, no pun intended, they were walking on the sun. They were pretty hot, man. I love me some Smash Mouth.
In that video,
it is
Shrek.
impressive.
I will never be able to not associate Shrek with
anything else with Smash
Dude,
Mouth.
I think Shrek. I think
right,
literally Rockstar
And
or All Star.
What's funny is I guess they were rumored saying they hate being known as the Shrek band. I would have said, screw that. We have 2 good songs. We're the Shrek band.
Own it. They got paid for it. Why would you not want that?
That would be my marketing the entire rest of my career if I was at time with Shrek.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would just paint myself green.
He'd
Every
be
time
like, "You Smash Mouth." Be like, you know that fire song on Shrek?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was at the Smash Mouth concert. Obviously, the singer's been replaced. I was in Morgantown a couple weeks ago when they had the Smash Mouth concert, and literally they were playing like video for certain songs, and everyone's like, "Play Shrek," and they All Star came on, and Shrek was in the background of the video. Like, come on.
You gotta own it, man. That's so. The whole thing's sad. I know exactly what video you're talking about, Kev. When he Nazi saluted the crowd.
Dude,
what about the events?
What about the quote? It sounds bad, but his quote was like, "Hey man, I'll kill your whole fucking family. I swear to God." He like says it to the live crowd. Like, go watch it. He's like, "Yeah, I'll kill your whole family."
Oh, dude, yeah. Okay, sorry, you cut up a little bit. I was like, what did he say?
Sorry, he said to the crowd, like, "I'll kill your whole fucking family. I swear to God."
Dude, that was like perfectly like edited right there. I loved it. But no, that was not good. I love Smash Mouth. I loved him before Shrek. It is what it is. But last thing for the headliners, then we'll get into the second half of the show. Or for those that are listening to the show here on Spotify, it'll be part 2 of the first episode. So this is a college football game that happened this past weekend. It was Michigan State versus Central Michigan, and I'll just let it rerun here. It's just the problem with this video is that they ended up sending this guy back in. They don't have video of it, but they show him getting hit. But it's amazing enough that this guy went back in the game. Knocked out cold.
Wait, and they put him back in?
Yeah, that's the whole reason I'm showing this video, Nick. It's stupid.
That's nuts. I gotta share this. I gotta share this saying, but if you go back and review that, I can say it while it happens live. We call here at Watch. Ready? Here we go. He gets hit. We call this driving the car. Just the hands, just like look, they're on a steering wheel, driving the car.
Yeah.
How does that even happen in 2023? How does that kid go back in the game?
Especially after what happened with DeMar Hamlin. Like, how in the hell does anyone let that kid get back? Like,
more like
how does he put
what
pads back
happened
on?
to Tua?
That too as well. There's so many. There's several instances where that kid should not even put pads back on. It seems like he didn't even take them off. I'm blown away by it. Absolutely.
Even if he's somehow passed the concussion test, you just see that it just doesn't look good at all. I mean, he's just
Nick. Let's say
he's not that important. He can stay out of the game.
Well, yeah. One, he's a special teamer. Okay, that's obviously what's going on. 2, how in the hell? Let's say he does pass the concussion protocol. Who says he goes back in? Like, that's where I'll draw the line. Like, okay, hey, luckily enough, you're okay, and it could have been worse, and it wasn't. So
how about you chill for today?
Yeah, you're done for the day. Like, I could have been it, and yeah, I was scrolling through shit a couple days ago because again, this happened on Saturday. Again, like you said, 2023, some things don't change. I don't know if it's still the head. Well, I don't know if the same coach. No, he's not. Yeah, it isn't the same coach that's been in Michigan or Michigan State for the last
Mel Tucker.
10, 15 years. Yeah, Mel Tucker. Where'd he come in from?
Colorado State, I believe.
Colorado State. Okay. Oh yeah.
Hey,
okay.
Maybe he was with Alabama too at a certain point. I don't know.
Hey, Mel Tucker. Hey, Mel Tucker, your medical staff stinks.
Yeah. No.
Well, dude, there's going to have to be a serious investigation open. I mean, you can't have that happen. He came from Colorado. I'm sorry, Colorado.
Okay.
He had Colorado actually playing well before Dion got there.
They're a one-win team.
He went to Georgia. No, this was in 2019. They won more than one game. He was with Alabama, then Georgia, and then he went to Colorado, and then he did well at Colorado, and he got hired by Michigan State, his alma mater.
Damn.
But when he was with Colorado, I mean, it was good to Colorado. This is how good Colorado was. Like when he was with Colorado, 5-7, they consider that a success.
Wow. Yeah. Sadly, that sounds about right. But the Buffs ain't gonna be like that this year. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. Right, Kev? Weren't you guys fighting about that, Kyle?
We were. I'm not getting back into that though. I mean, cry me a river.
Where's the fire? What are you talking about?
Fake glass.
It's the fucking people going.
Real glass. Cry me a river. That's all I got to say.
You hear that, Kev? He said, "Cry him a river."
Cry me a river.
Yeah, cry me a river. All right, so I think that pretty much does the headlines, right?
Yes, it does. We're gonna take a quick commercial break here, and after that, we'll be coming back in, and we'll do the betting and the betting part of the 2K4K podcast. Thank you for tuning in on wherever you're listening to this, and thank you for tuning in live on YouTube here. The 2K4K podcast, the one and only.
Gear up, guys.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit. Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just please, don't leave. Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it. Here's your check.
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm one unlucky guy. The chance of being involved in a robbery is 1 in 757. The chances of being struck by lightning. 1 in 750,000.
Please fasten your seatbelts for unexpected turbulence.
The chances of being a victim in an airline crash? 1 in 29 million. Hey, could I get some peanuts? The chances of being involved in a car crash are far greater than lightning strikes and plane crashes. And if you are texting while driving, your risk of crash increases 23 times. Now, I may be an unlucky guy, but I don't have to be part of that statistic, and neither do you. Drive responsibly.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework. He hates homework.
It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
Finally, we found his assignment. He rushed through it. I wonder if he even learned anything.
I wasn't gonna get it right, so I just wanted to get back to playing my video game. At least I'm good at that.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's
I'm
just
trying
gotta
as
try a
hard
little
as
harder.
I can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Here you'll get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Bro? Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It's good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit SaveTheFood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
When it comes to saving money,
What? Parents!
don't act like a baby.
Oh, it's like they're having their own little meeting.
This is so humiliating. Be the boss. I'm the boss.
What the?
Power nap. You were saying. And make a budget.
Let's get to work.
Need a little help?
Stacy, read back the notes.
I can't read. What's it say?
Create a personalized savings plan and get other tools and tips
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
at feedthepig.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you
Well, India might change its name to Bharat.
Who?
India, the country.
Wait a minute.
They want to be called. Apparently, they want to be called Bharat. Bharat.
Instead of
Bharat.
India.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, that's a headline. It's a headline.
Yeah.
Did it just happen? Is it because it's a different time over there?
It was 18 hours ago.
Oh, okay.
One second, let's see. Bharat, look at it.
Gotcha. All right, we're diving in here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 2K, 4K. 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 Wow! 2K, 4K. 2K, 4K. 2K, 4K. 2K, 4K. That's right, you heard it here first. 2K, 4K podcast. Here we are. Diving into the hard, intense. Well, this is where the money's at, right? What's up, everybody? I'm here with Kevin. I'm here with Kyle. I'm here with Nick. Thanks for staying in here, guys. Thanks for holding on. About to get into the fun stuff.
It's a me.
Alrighty.
We are about to smash or pass some of these.
Absolutely. Yeah. So for those that don't know, we're getting into a new territory of the show where we actually it's segment based, and we're gonna start off right now, man. We got smash or pass. It's plain and simple. We're going by money lines, and whoever got the hottest money line, that's we smash, and if not, we pass. So just give me a moment here.
Wait, let me smash.
Smash or pass. All right. So, of course, we got the first game coming up for the NFL September 7th. We got Detroit Lions and the Chiefs. We got the Detroit money line plus 190.
Definitely passing that. I know Detroit's going to be really good this year, but Kansas City at home, after winning the Super Bowl, even with Travis Kelce on the sideline, they're still winning.
Even with Travis Kelce and Chris Jones.
Yep, they're still winning. Patrick Mahomes is too good. You really think Patrick Mahomes is going to lose that game?
I guess you're right. So you would say pass, Nick.
I'm passing on that.
I'm also passing, and just for the simple reason that it's the Chiefs. There's no reason to go against the Chiefs until they lose. So, pass.
Very true. Very true. Kev?
Swipe unanimous. Swipe left, boys. There's going to be a lot of passing between these two teams, and it's going to be a lot of the same. Chiefs Kingdom, week 1. They get the dub.
Yeah. I have the Chiefs winning too. So, yeah, pass on this all the way around the horn. Moving up, we got probably the hottest 1 o'clock game of the day. We got the Steelers facing the Niners at home in Pittsburgh here. Steelers got the underdog money here, plus 120.
Ooh, Steelers are the underdogs here?
Yeah, plus 120. I don't like betting on the home team. I don't like betting on my team.
I'm smashing that. I'm smashing that all day.
Okay.
No Nick Bosa. Purdy coming back from the elbow injury. 1 o'clock game. They're Niners or West Coast. Definitely smashing Pittsburgh on that one.
Nick?
I'm also going to smash. Nothing to even do with the 49ers. I just think the Steelers are that good. They may go undefeated. Who knows?
I'll tell you right now, it's kind of refreshing it just coming from another team. Another fan of a different team, So I appreciate you, Nick. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna swipe right. I'm gonna smash on this. Tough because I think overall the Niners are a slightly better team, but I feel like Pittsburgh's trending. I'm not trying to be biased because I'm a Steelers fan. Just full disclosure, but I feel like Pittsburgh's trending in the right direction. Everyone's healthy for the most part, where the Niners aren't having issues with the Bosa holdout. Kittle may or may not play. Purdy, Jones touched on it. We don't know if he's back to 100%. He's probably fine, but I feel like Pittsburgh is hungry. They're going to be at home. I think Pittsburgh's trending in the right direction, where San Francisco has a couple games to get back in rhythm. So I'll smash on this one.
Yeah, that's the toughest thing. If there's any other time of the season, even though it is in Acrisure, aka Heinz Field, not my stadium, right? Not my stadium. Yeah, it's tough to look away from the Steelers here because they always come out like a fucking shot out of a cannon in week 1. We looked at last year. Yeah, they scored 17 points, but they held down the reigning AFC winners, in the Bengals, and man, they were swarming Joey B. And I really think that they could pull the same thing off here with Brock Purdy. They got a good offensive line, but it's not. I think the Steelers have a very underrated front seven. Of course you got T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward. They got that guy that I think Kevin just mentioned him, the D tackle. Well, if not recently, but then when we talked about him, but the Benton guy.
County Benton.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I gotta say, smash here. It's kind of hard not to get excited about the Steelers hype here. Again, if it was week 5, I'd take the Niners.
Yep. Highsmith, man. I think Highsmith's a big factor in this game because we know what Trent Williams. I mean, TJ Watt. Actually, no, I take that back because Trent Williams is playing left tackle. TJ is rushing from the right. So you would think it's going to be Highsmith against Williams, and they'll probably try to double Watt on the right. So honestly, you mentioned Benton. I think Hayward and Benton, the interior, is going to be a big part of this because they're going to slow down our edge rushers. We're going to need to send pressure in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have to disrupt everything. And I think they can do it. I think they could shock the world. I like the Steelers here as well. And just in perfect fashion, my DraftKings was like, oh, you got to relog back in. But I guess I don't got to worry about logging in because we're not placing any bets right now. So
it's perfect. We can just keep hyping up the Steelers. I know Jones loves this part.
Thank you.
So we'll just keep talking about them. I mean, Desmond King. Steel signing, to grab him to play our nickel now. I don't know how in the world he got cut, I think, by the Texans, but he played pretty well for them last year. He's played well in the past, played well at Pittsburgh when he played with the Chargers. I really like him. He may not play a lot right away, but, you got him, Peterson, Levi Wallace, Joey Porter Jr. We have our safety crew, Kazee, Neal, and Minka. Like, honestly, just roses to Omar Khan. He just continues to impress and just really build this team on paper. And I'm not going to try to put too much weight in the preseason, but that's what I mentioned about them trending in the right direction. The offense has played really well. Confidence is high. I can't recall a team. I'm not trying to jinx them, but they haven't been this healthy going into the season. I just feel a shift coming. And I think it's going to be a close game, but I can see one of those 21-17 we pull it out games. But you're feeling good as a Steelers fan. I think the 49ers we're just catching them at a bad time. Well, for us, a good time, but I think for them it's just a bad time, and we're going to take advantage.
It's terrible enough to say, Kev, the moment like it said, hey, you got to relog back in, I do so, and the line got adjusted, so it's plus 114. It's no longer 120. I don't know if this is just like the it's just a different line for Pennsylvania than other places, but yeah,
it's not surprising. A lot of the experts I saw were picking Pittsburgh as well. The majority's flipping on Pittsburgh right now.
All right.
Yeah,
next game, enough Steeler talk for the night. Next game.
All right, next up we got the Arizona Cardinals over, the money line in plus territory here against the Commanders, plus 250.
Yeah, I'm definitely every game that we do this year for the Cardinals, I'm passing. They might go. They might be the first team that goes 0-17. I know we had the Detroit Lions go 0-16, but now we're playing 17 games. We're going. They're not good. It's 100% pass.
Yeah, it's an easy pass. I don't know who's going to be starting for the Cardinals. So
I think Clayton Tune.
Never heard of
Or
him.
Dobbs. They put an or on the depth chart.
Dobbs. I mean, I do love me some Josh Dobbs. I respect him. You know, his time in Pittsburgh, but
I love Josh Dobbs.
Yeah.
Boys, this one's easy. As the crew always loves to say, pass because they stank. What's interesting, I have to plug this really quick about the Cardinals, and I heard this report. I think it was on McAfee's show, them talking about it, and it's true. The whole Kyler Murray situation. Did you guys know that if he doesn't pass his physical in next March, that like $90 million or something, $93 million comes fully injury guaranteed? So the theory is they might keep him on the pup all year to make sure he never gets hurt, so they don't have to pay him that money. Because most likely, if he doesn't play, they get the #1 pick. They take a Caleb Williams and they try to move Murray. So I thought that was very, very interesting, and I don't know if a team would do this. I know it's risky him coming back from injury, but right around the trade deadline is usually Halloween time, like that area. Like Murray might be close to coming back. I wonder if Jones will remember this, the Raiders situation a couple years back, where they were on a run, they were like 6-2, and what's his face got hurt. I don't know why I'm blanking on the quarterback.
Campbell.
Yes, it was Campbell. He gets hurt, and they make the trade for Palmer, and it doesn't work out. I'm wondering if some team, like I don't know who it would be, but someone gets hurt and they're a playoff team, and it's like, would they take a chance on the trade for Kyler Murray getting healthy? I know Murray isn't that set the world on fire, dude, but he's shown he has arm talent and athleticism. I'm wondering if a team would do it.
I think they would. I mean, we talked about I think the last Headlinerz. You know, Kyle brought up the Falcons real quick. Yeah, and with that's a perfect segue because that's a huge question. There's a lot of shit that can hit the fan with the Cardinals, and it's gonna happen without a doubt. Stay away from that. Pass. Another 1 o'clock game here. We got the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons, and the Panthers got plus 154. I'm gonna step in real quick. I'm gonna mash this, man. I think they're gonna come out and get this win. I say smash.
I'm passing. Atlanta at home. They got a little bit more of an experienced quarterback. I know it's only his second year in Desmond Ridder, but Bryce Young, first ever game. Bryce Young is a dog. I can't wait for him to develop, and I do think the coaching staff is better for Carolina. But Brian Burns, he's not even showing up right now, I guess. I think that's going to be a distraction, so I got to land.
Yeah, I'm also going to pass on the Panthers, mainly because I have, what's his name, Bijan Robinson?
Yeah.
How you say it?
Dijon Mustard.
Kyle Pitts on my fantasy team, and I just think they're going to ball out, so yeah, pass.
They're going to definitely run the ball.
Yeah, well, Brian Burns being out, I guess I need to. I guess I'd pass on it then, because that's you got to have all cylinders clicking for the Panthers to win this, and it's a NFC South matchup. That's the only way I'm saying pass or smash, but because they're gonna beat each other up, and I think this team will split with each other eventually. They did last year. Both teams kind of got a little bit better each side, and yeah, who knows.
You know you ugly when the whole crew doesn't want to smash. I'm also going to pass on this. It also disgusts me to pass on it because of how bad I hate the stanky Arthur Smith. But I feel like Atlanta's going to have 55 minutes of time of possession with them running the ball 50 times. And yeah. I think they win 14-7 in a cloud of dust. I'll take Atlanta in this one at home.
Okay, and we roll. Coming up next, we actually get some more entertaining football here. We got we got the Houston Texans over the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, I like what the Ravens got to offer this year. Todd Monken, That funkin'. And we got the Texans here plus 360 over the Ravens. I'm saying pass. I got I don't mean to jump the line here, but yeah, that's an easy one for me.
Throw in the damn towel.
Yeah, 100% pass. This is going to be Rocky 3, where the Russian
4.
ends up, or Russian, yes, where he ends up killing Apollo Creed. Not going to be fun for Houston to open up with. C.J. Stroud, good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass as well. I wouldn't even take the plus 10. I wouldn't even sniff the plus 10. They might score 10 points. I mean, yeah, it's. I think it's gonna be like 31. It's not gonna be 31 to 10. That's my guess.
Is this in Baltimore or at Houston? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it's in Baltimore. Baltimore.
Oh Lord.
There's no way. Yeah. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Houston, you have all kinds of problems.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud does not look good. So yeah, that's an easy one.
I'm also gonna. That's gonna be a Lamar pass for 500 yards on Houston.
Yeah.
I hope
so too. I hope he pulls it off.
I have him one of my fantasy leagues, so I hope.
I know you took him before me, and I'll never forgive you for it.
I had to.
You had to. You knew.
I took quarterbacks early in both my leagues this year. I had to.
You had to. Well.
I wanted Lamar. I wanted Pat.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. Go get him. Go get him. But slew of 1 o'clock games here. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So we got the Tennessee Titans facing the New Orleans Raiders and Kyle's favorite team. But the Titans are plus 140.
Pass. Defense is a lot better. Ryan Tannehill's a fraud, and Derek Carr is going to look good in his first game at home.
I'm also going to pass. I knew Kyle still believed in Derek Carr.
Yeah.
And I believe in Derek Carr. That's why I think the Saints are going to win. Is Michael Thomas back? He's back, right?
Yeah,
he is back.
Yeah, he's
healthy. Easy Saints win.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pass as well. Home. They got a pretty solid defense. Derrick Henry can't do everything. As long as they slow him down, it's going to be rough sailing for the Titans in New Orleans. So I'll take the Saints as well.
Yeah, I actually think there's going to be 4 total touchdowns between 2 different quarterbacks that the Saints have. I think Taysom Hill is going to score 2 points or 2 touchdowns. Sorry, whether that's receiving or running. Or even throwing, who knows? He might pull McCaffrey, who knows? But I think Derek Carr, flexes those big old biceps he got now, and Raiders win. I mean, Saints win.
Jimmy G, not Jimmy G. What's his name? Jimmy Graham, right?
Jimmy Graham.
Yeah. He made the roster, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's wraps. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. I'm excited for Jimmy Graham. Maybe he'll get back and do a couple things that he was doing in Chicago, just highballing everything. But yeah, Saints all the way. But moving on here, we got last year this will be a good playoff matchup, but maybe a different story this year. But the Tampa Bay Bucks are going into Minnesota, and we got the Bucks at plus 205.
Pass. Baker Mayfield, enough said.
You know my thoughts on Baker Mayfield? Oh, pass, bottom feeder QB. Hate him since college. He's a loser crybaby. Pass.
You know what? I feel like we've been getting into the play it safe, smart bets. But you know how the NFL is. It's a game that always changes any given Sunday.
Kevin.
I'm taking Baker and the Bucks. Smash.
Kevin, yes. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I'm right there with you right now. Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Kirk is Mr. Roller Coaster, and he's a fun ride to get on if you're going to a theme park. And no Dalvin Cook. I know they're going into Minnesota. A lot of one-score games. They're undefeated last year in one-score games, but I think that, yeah, Baker Mayfield, Heisman Trophy winner, resurgence for at least one game, and I think it's this one. and people are going to be shocked. If it wasn't for the Falcons and the Panthers facing each other week 1, I would say look out for the South going undefeated in week 1. And then a whole lot of losing. But yeah, plus 205, why not? There's not too many of these that
at the
look
over.
like a slam dunk. But yeah, no, 45.5. Well, but it's minus money, man. That's the thing.
Oh, it doesn't matter if it's money, because if it's minus 110, that's just how betting is. I mean, that's basically the closest like coin flip of a line you're gonna get. But you pick the over because both these defenses. I mean, Tampa Bay is not bad, and Bowles always improves them. But Vikings defense is garbage. I know they have Brian Flores now, and he'll probably be better than expected and bring the best out of those guys. But on paper, we've talked about in the Minnesota episode, they're bad. Baker and company have the offensive weapons to put up points. I can easily see this being like a 30-point each side shootout. And we know how good Minnesota is offensively, passing the ball, adding an Addison, and obviously Jay Jetta. I really think it's good. That's why I think the Bucs have a chance. If it gets into a shootout, you never know. If Baker's on, the Rams Baker shows up and is gunslinging, we'll see. It's going to be indoors too. I feel like Baker, I don't know why, but I feel like Baker plays better indoors instead of like in the elements. I know it's obviously still September and it's sunny and not too crazy, but I don't know. I just have this weird feeling about Tampa going in there and just putting up points.
Yeah, I agree with that. Here's an interdivisional matchup. Cincinnati Bengals versus the Browns going into Cleveland, and it's funny, the Browns give the Joe Burrow some fits, but Browns are obviously they're the underdogs here, plus 114. Kyle, you said
smashing it. Burrow missed the entire offseason, basically entire training camp with that calf. They say he's day-to-day. He's going to end up playing Sunday. But last year, he looked like complete dog shit the first game against the Steelers, if anybody remembers that game. They still had a chance to win, but he also missed last training camp. So I just think missing too much time. I think that's why Brown's going to end up winning this game. I don't think it's going to look pretty either. I think Deshaun Watson's going to look a little bit better than he did last year, but I'm still not a huge believer in Deshaun. But I think there's just going to be a lot of turnovers in this game, taking the Browns.
I'm passing. If Joe Burrow is at least somewhat healthy and playing Sunday, I'm passing. I don't see the Browns beating them.
I didn't catch who's got home field. That's the deciding factor for
Cleveland.
And the dog pound, everything Jones touched on. And I mean, I think it's different with Cincinnati. I mean, people don't think about home field advantage, but that's literally why it's called home field advantage. Cincinnati plays pretty well at home. Dog pound is not a fun place to play. Even in September, it's still freaking windy there. I really like what Cleveland's doing. I think that Cincinnati is one of those teams. I think Cincinnati reminds me right now of San Francisco, where we know Cincinnati's the better team, but they're trending in the wrong direction and they're not on the same page. They're not healthy. I think it's going to be a close game, but I feel like Cleveland, adding Elijah Moore offensively, putting a Peoples-Jones at the third receiver, maybe a Cedric Tillman shows up, Njoku playing better at tight end, a new Deshaun Watson, maybe bringing back the clock, turning back the clock, playing like his old self. Decent offensive line still. Defensively, you add as a Desarius Smith. I think they got Laken Tomlinson too, and I think they brought in someone else in the interior, and I'm blanking who at DT. I know we went over them, but I just have a very suspicious feeling, kind of like with Tampa, that I think Cleveland steals a game from them as well.
Yeah, hey, plus money, but I'm with Nick on this. If Joe Burrow is 100%, even though he hasn't beaten Cleveland yet, I think this is the one where he does it. And we might get a Burrow Pat Mahomes rematch at the end of the year here, and I think this is going to be the first game where they just come out and they look hot. So yeah, I'm staying away from this. Browns are going to look bad this year. I believe in Nick Chubb, but I really don't believe in Deshaun Watson and Stefanski. But moving on here, We got the Jacksonville Jaguars going into Indy. The great Jim Irsay here. The plus money is on the end of the Colts.
Jacksonville always ruins the Colts' day.
Every time.
Every time.
Colts are at 185, plus 185.
Yeah, Jacksonville is the Colts kryptonite. I am 100% passing on this. AR-15, all the talent in the world, not going to happen this soon without JT.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also passing. Jonathan Taylor, I just don't see how the Colts are going to do well, especially early. Anthony Richardson, I mean, he wasn't a QB that's supposed to come in and win right away anyways, especially with the situation they have right now. I don't see how they're going to win very many games, so pass.
Yeah, it's also a pass for me. It's just really hard. I can't believe the line's only plus 185. Jacksonville, young nucleus has gotten better, has Calvin Ridley. Colts dealing with not having Jonathan Taylor. I feel bad for AR-15. We know I really like him, but it's going to be tough against this Jacksonville team. Definitely a pass on them. Can't save the whales every day, you know?
No, you can't save the whales every day. And honest to God, I think Kyle was one that said this. You're going to bet you can't bet on Arizona. I wouldn't bet on Indianapolis all year. You know, I agree with you, Nick. Why would you AR is not a plug and play ready to roll. He's going to go through his lumps and pass. But the rolling into the 425 games, we got the Super Bowl runner-ups going into New England. This is actually a 2004, 2005 Super Bowl rematch between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. Patriots with one quarterback.
What's that? Also, they repeated it, didn't they?
2017. Damn. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was thinking of my man Donovan McNabb, but plus 160 for the Patriots at home in Foxborough.
All right, so I'm gonna take a chance here. I believe in Bill Belichick too much, probably. Yeah, no, I'm passing. I can't do a slot. I'm passing.
I was like, what? Sorry.
Yeah, for me, this is the easy pass as well. I don't even understand how it's even that close of like a money line. Plus, I mean, the spread plus 4, I think it should be like plus 10. I mean, I don't see it, but pass.
Yeah.
The line could be plus 10 million, and I still would pass. No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Yeah, this is a good team. That Philly team's a really good team. But moving on to the next 425 here. This might be the hottest 425 game of the day. We got the Green Bay Packers going into Chicago, and this is going to be the hardest one because both are minus money here. We got minus 115 for Chicago, minus 105 for the Packers. Plus 1 in favor of the Packers here. Over the line, I guess, is set at 43. So what do you guys here? If you would take anything from this game, what would you guys take?
This is a sucker bet written all over it.
Oh, 100%. Because every way you look at it,
I'm literally passing on all of this.
Yeah, you're just laying off this whole game.
Yeah, I'm laying off this whole entire game. I think Justin Fields and Jordan Love's going to look good at times this year, but I think Justin Fields this is going to be one of their 4 wins that they're going to have this year. I'm taking the Bears in this one.
Honestly, I would take the under 43. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points scored.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I mean, it's just with these teams, you won't know until you actually watch them play this year. You know, I would probably take the Bears money line. I do like DJ Moore, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I think he's going to be he's just going to be the X factor that Fields needs just to win a couple games this year that they couldn't win last year, So I'll take the Bears money line.
Hell yeah.
Lambeau or Soldier Field?
Soldier Field.
I'll go with Nick. I'll take the Bears money line. I think this is Justin Fields and the Bears coming out party to say, hey, we're not there yet, but our offense is pretty sweet now. We can actually throw the ball too. So I'll take the Bears winning a close one at Soldier Field. Money line.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you again. Like, this has to be part of the parlay if I'm doing it. But, yeah, the most interesting thing in this game is going to be DJ Moore against Jair Alexander. And whoever isn't covering everybody else, I think, is where we see the points. Jair Alexander is going to be all over the field. But, yeah.
It may not even matter. Look at the preseason when they threw a wide receiver screen. I don't care how good of a cover man Alexander is. He's getting blocked in front of him. Can't even touch DJ Moore before he gets the ball and takes it 60. I think DJ Moore is really going to unlock Fields as a passer. So, and Herbert took a screen in the house too. I know this preseason and people will adjust, but I think it's just interesting. They're not the best coaching staff, but how they changed to benefit Fields' skill set with how all the reports about how he looks this offseason. They added DJ Moore, hopefully a healthy, more focused Claypool, a healthy Mooney. It's just really interesting to me. I feel like there's something they're hiding that they haven't unleashed yet, and I think they're going to unleash it against Green Bay.
All right, what's the next one? It's not Miami. It's
the we got another 425 game here. We got a couple. I tell you, we got a ton of games here at 425. But we got the LA Rams going into Seattle. LA Rams are plus 200.
Yeah, no Cooper Kupp going to Seattle, 12th man. Give me Seattle. I'm passing on this.
Yeah, I'm passing.
Yeah, I'm passing as well. And Gino, we trust. He has all the weapons in the world.
Gino.
Passing. No Kupp. There's no chance.
Gino's passing too, all over the Rams. Pass.
No Kupp, no chance. I love it, Nick. Moving on to one of the second to last 425 games here. I like this one here. We got the Dolphins going into the Charger land here, plus 140 for the Miami Dolphins.
Smashing it all day.
Smash. I absolutely hate the Chargers head coach, and just for that reason, I will not bet for them ever. So smash.
Yeah, I got Herbert in our one league, and I think they're going to throw up some points. But, yeah, I'm saying smash this, man, 100%.
To all the track fans out there, this is your game, buddies. Indoors, SoFi, speed kills. I'm going to smash as well. The Chargers are a great offense. We've talked about it. They have the better quarterback, but Tua is no slouch, and we got weapons and speed everywhere, more so on Miami's side. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a track meet. It's going to be a lot of points. But if we're getting in a shootout, we have a couple gunslingers. What gunslinger is going to take each other down? I'll take the Dolphins in a shootout anytime.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that right there. Smash the hell out of that. But moving on to our last 425 game of the day, and if I wasn't running this show and maybe another Kyle of this show was running the show, maybe this would be the game of the day. But I know it is at least for 4K over there. But we got the Las Vegas Raiders going into Denver, smoking that Sean Payton pack, plus 164. It's funny, the oddest numbers of all numbers today, plus 164 for the Raiders going into Denver.
Here's what I know. Vegas, since we've been in Vegas, we're 6-0 against Denver. I believe in trends. I believe in stats. I believe that will end. But I'm not gonna go against the grain. They're my team. I'm gonna smash it, even though I know it's probably not gonna happen. So I'll let you all analyze this game. But I'm smashing this pure out of love. Every time I bet on them, they lose. Would I bet in this in real life? Hell no. But I will say smash on this because I'm not going to go against them.
I'm also smashing. I think Russell Wilson's corny, so I will not root for Denver until he changes that. That's why injuries are receivers, right? Is Cortland and Patrick out?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
KJ Hamler's no longer there.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
just
so-
Judy and Marvin Mims.
No, it's Cortland Sutton and Mims. Patrick's out for the year, and then Judy's the one that's banged up right
That's
now.
right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, well that.
Yep.
I'm also gonna smash on this one. I think we make it 7-0 for the Raiders. The way I look at both of these teams, I think they're like looking at each other in the mirror, the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. I don't know who to pick, and it's a coin toss. And whenever there's a coin toss, you take the plus money. I mean, I don't think any expert, anyone out there will say, yeah, it's going to be Russell Wilson's awesome, or oh yeah, the Raiders got their number. It could go either way, so take the plus money. I'll smash the Raiders.
Yeah, let's do a clean sweep just for the sake of Kyle. Hey, sorry, Joe. And Nick, I can't agree with you more on that about Russell Wilson just being so goddamn corny. He's cringy. He's so cringeworthy.
How do you have
shit
Sarah and you're that corny? I don't understand.
I don't understand it at all. Earlier show, I ain't gonna stick on this too long. Earlier show, we talked about Matthew Stafford not being able to communicate with his teammates because the age gap. He's 35 now, but he doesn't have Instagram or none of that stuff. Apparently, printing out pictures or sheets of Facebook pages.
Facebook, yeah.
That don't make any sense to me at all. But maybe a similar situation that Russ just can't communicate to any human because he's not a human.
Well, you got to go through his people to communicate.
I'll say this. I think as we all kind of notice, no, it doesn't always happen. It's a stereotype here, but some of us grew up knowing, girls growing up, they like the fun guy, the party guy. They like to have a good time, but as they get into later in life, they settle down and pick the kind of the safe bet, the goofball. Well, Sierra had her fun with the rap game and the bad dudes in the music industry, and she said, "You know what? Russell Wilson's a nice guy to me. He's a cornball. I'll stay with him." So that's how Sierra. She settled for him.
Smart move, I think, on her part. But yeah, he's out there, man.
He is out there.
All right, we're gonna get into our last two games of Week 1, and then we're gonna get into another segment here called just Too Sweet. But to wrap it up here, we got the Sunday night game, NFC East matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the hosting New York Giants. And the Giants are dogs going into MetLife plus 140.
I'm tired of the NFL shoving this down our throats every freaking week 1 of Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this game completely, but I am smashing this. I think they get it done in MetLife. I'm a Brian Daboll fan. I can't stand Mike McCarthy.
I'm with Kyle on both those statements. I'm also smashing. I believe in Danny Dimes, so I'm smashing.
Yeah,
Cousins is going to get it done.
I believe, Kyle's cousin's going to pull it off. He's going to be in MVP contention this year, and he's going to take down Mike McCarthy and the damn Cowboys. I hate you, Mike McCarthy. Piss on you.
It's similar to me. It's a little different. I think Dallas is a better team. It's similar to me with the Denver Raiders conversation about how it's a coin toss. With these guys being division rivals, it being in MetLife, the Giants, they've gotten a little better with speed and trying to change it up a bit. But we know how the Giants like to play football. They like to possess the ball, run through the engine that is Saquon Barkley, and play decent defense, keep a close one-score game. And I don't know what it is, but I don't know if you guys saw this about Dak Prescott being a little wuss about the Trey Lance trade and how he didn't hear about it, blah, 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 and how he's reacting negatively to it. I have a feeling the Giants are going to squeak one out and pull it. So if it's a coin toss and it's close enough, again, you take the plus money. I feel like the Giants at home, I'll take it. I don't know. It's more of a feeling bet. I think Dallas is the superior team, but first week of the season, you never know. They're division rivals. It'll be close, and Giants win these close games. So I think they're built to run the football and play defense. I'll take them at home.
Hell yeah, Danny Dimes, Danny Dubs. That's what it's gonna be. But going into probably what a way to cap off Week 1 here. Going into Monday Night Football. We got the Buffalo Bills going into MetLife. Who would have thought, man? Back-to-back days over there in New Jersey. We got the Jets facing the Buffalo Bills, and again, underdogs, home team, the New York Jets, Jets, plus 120.
There's no way in hell I am passing this. I'm smashing it all the way. There's no way in hell A-Rod loses his first game at MetLife. Jets have a better defense. Buffalo's not bad. Jets have a better defense. They finally got their quarterback. Jets, Jets, all the way on this.
Hell yeah.
I'm with Kyle. I am smashing the Jets. Just because Aaron can't lose it. I mean, he has to win it.
Yeah.
So I'm smashing.
I'm with that as well. He has to win.
I'm probably the outlier, but the reason they're my AFC champion. Check out the podcast and the AFC predictions. But I got Buffalo taking this on the road. I think they're a sleeping giant right now that everyone talks about. Oh, well, Joe Burrow, the Bengals, and all the Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs and Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. And I like all these teams. And I even picked the Jets to make a run at the end of the year because their schedule gets a lot better. But the first 6 weeks are pretty rough. I think it's more of a lot of moving pieces for the Jets to put it together, even though I really like Rodgers and what they're going to do. Breece Hall is going to continue to get healthier. I really like the sleeping giant, again, that is the Bills. I think people are forgetting about them, and they're going to punch you in the mouth. And I think they punched the Jets in the mouth week 1. But don't give up on Rodgers and company. I think they figure it out and make a really great stretch run and make the wild card. But, yeah, check out the prediction episode. It's a good time.
Yeah, I'm smashing this. Smash. All the way. But that is the end of our Smash or Pass segment. Thank you guys for participating in that. But we're getting into a next segment here as we wrap up this show. We got Just Too Sweet. It is a player player bets, player props that you think look good, but you want to steer away from, and because they're just too sweet. They're just too sweet, Kyle. You got that.
They are just too sweet.
Just too sweet. Let's get it.
Matter of fact, let me show you how just too sweet this is.
You got press play? I'm sorry.
I got.
Am I doing it?
Yeah, you're doing it.
Why is it doing it now? Why are you doing this to me now? What the hell? Wonderful quality. Wonderful quality here. I can't. What? This is awful. This is unbelievable.
Here, I got it.
Reload it or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, just play it. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It won't. Oh, fuck.
This is what happens when we go live.
It's okay. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna leave this in it, and it's gonna be funny.
We don't even need it, man, because it's too sweet.
It's too sweet.
2K, 4K for life.
2K, 4K for life. But so what do you
It's playing now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I don't hear it.
I heard it on my end.
Oh, well. That's good.
Anyway, we'll re-rack. We'll do it again later.
It's
Don't worry
okay.
about
Hey, yeah, we'll come back here in double jeopardy. But what we're gonna do here, guys, is we're gonna run through a few player props, and we're gonna see if they're even worth a damn. So, if you just give me a memento. What? No, I don't give a shit about that. And of course, for those out there that are, trying to get money quick, these bets usually have high high, not payouts, but big plus, big pluses. A couple thousand
Good.
here there.
High chance of winning.
Yeah, high chance. No, well, I mean, I wouldn't say high chance of winning. I think if you do win, they look pretty good.
Make sure you send us GoFundMe when you do win from these bets.
Yeah. I don't know why it is fighting.
At this time, 2K4K would like to tell you that we are not responsible for any bets you continue to make. The advice of the friends and personalities of 2K4K.
Yeah, and if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Or don't. It's really your life.
Be a degenerate. Anyway, I can start this off if you're ready.
Oh, wow. This got to be changed. Sorry. Yeah, no, so first touchdown, Travis Kelce, plus 550. I don't think you're taking that.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Hard.
At least, one thing for sure, the odds definitely changed on that one.
Yeah. Isaiah Pacheco, plus 125. This is for first touchdown score.
Oh.
You think that's just too sweet, or that feels? I actually kind of like that one. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, plus 195.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, let's see if it grows a little bit. We got Jerick McKinnon plus 190.
Yeah, they have too many weapons that they spread the ball around to. It's hard to pick anyone for the Chiefs, honestly.
Yeah.
That's not Travis Kelce.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Well, especially now, Travis Kelce, I think you'd have a better chance of it being him. But
They have 3 viable running backs and just.
I agree with Nick. It's tough to pick one, but in my opinion, if you're going to pick any of them, you pick a Kadarius Toney if he plays. The reason I say that is it's anytime touchdowns, like first touchdown, right? Well, Toney can take a punt return back. So you get the element of the return on top of being a receiver. So if you're going to bet on any of these guys, throw a dart at him.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they're only giving us the first game. I think we got to do the
That's
rest
all
of the
right.
bets here. Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah. So that was
My 2 sweet bets are all Detroit and Kansas City, so I'm ready to rock.
Yeah, well, I'm ready to also. So you just want to keep the same
Yep.
the same order. First time touchdown score in Colorado, Nebraska. Travis Hunter, they have him at plus 650.
okay.
That's just too sweet. I believe it's going to be Sanders scoring the first touchdown, rushing, or maybe throwing the Weavers, something. But I don't think I'd take the Travis Hunter plus 650. The next one I had was also it's NFL related. I believe the line for Jared Goff was, let's see, passing yards. I believe, yeah, the line was minus 115 for over 256.5. That's just too sweet as well. That Kansas City defense is going to hold him under that. They're going to come out fired up. He's not going to get over 256.5.
You think so? So, I mean, I can't tell you the last time. This might happen more recent, but the last time Jared Goff faced Pat Mahomes, man, it was a. I think
it was a shootout.
It was a shootout. It was that Thanksgiving game, man.
You know, it was a shootout, and listen, I like Detroit. I like Jared Goff. I just feel like that Kansas City team. I don't know. I just feel like they're going to shut a lot of people up. Week 1, their backs are going to be against the wall, so to speak, without Kelce. They're raising that banner. Their second Super Bowl banner with Pat Mahomes, 3rd overall. I just don't see it. I think Detroit's going to struggle in this one.
Yeah. Well, I think it's gonna be a tough game, especially since Kelsey's out, Chris Jones is out. It's gonna be be a hell of a game. Especially Chris Collinsworth. He's gonna talk about just like people shooting loads into holes and shit. You know, it's gonna be nuts.
I don't want to hear that. Don't want to hear that at all.
And we're going to come back on Monday and Tuesday. Be like, oh, Pat Mahomes didn't have Kelsey, but here he is, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. They win. You know.
My last just too sweet plus 125 for Najee anytime touchdown score. Najee doesn't get in the end zone this week.
You're crazy. Get out
It's
of here.
It's gonna be Warren.
I'd say.
So there's a plus 125.
Yeah.
I think that's an easy one. You gotta take that. No. I mean, plus 125 to not score.
Who
No,
scored?
plus 125 anytime touchdown score.
Oh, I like the way that tastes. I think that's sweet enough.
I just think Greg Warren's going to be the bell cow this weekend.
Oh, Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren, sorry. Yeah, Jalen Warren.
Okay. I think we went to school with a Greg Warren.
We might have. I know I got that name somewhere.
Greg
Go ahead,
Warren.
Nick.
Oh,
What's yours?
I did not come prepared for this. I do not have any.
It's okay. It's okay. Blame Kyle.
Yeah, blame Wales.
No, blame Kyle. Just blame a Kyle, and no one's ever in trouble. But but yeah. No.
All right, Kev. I know you're eager to go. Go, Kev.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. First one I got too sweet is Patrick Mahomes over 2.5 passing touchdowns plus 130. The plus 130 money looks sexy, especially with Mahomes, but first game usually the offenses don't explode. I think we talked earlier about 10 years ago now, Manning having a record-setting night. I'm trying to remember there was another game I recall where there was like a big shootout and there's a lot of points. Usually these first games don't.
There was the
Eli
week 1
Drew game.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to say another Drew Brees game where it involved Aaron Rodgers, the reigning MVP, and it was like 43-41, something wild like that. It was a high-scoring game. It was Randall Cobb scored that I think 107-yard touchdown return or kickoff return. Shouldn't have taken it out of the end zone.
I remember one time someone put it on the Patriots, and I think someone said the Patriots are done, whatever, of course, stupidity, because I think they won a Super Bowl, and of course bounced it back like, Tom Brady and Belichick always did. But it's an outlier. Usually these first games aren't, big numbers, especially with Kelsey being out. I think I can easily see Mahomes having 2 touchdowns and plenty of yards and them trying to run the ball with Pachinko. So I think it's a sucker bet. It could go either way. And I know the plus money is tempting, but I think guys stay away from that just because without Kelsey and without with these first games, let Mahomes and company get some momentum, get their feet wet. I don't think they're going to put up the numbers, big time numbers first game. So I think that's a sucker bet. Second one I got is the rookie Jahmyr Gibbs, alternate rushing yards. Plus 50 rushing yards for plus 180. The hype train on Gibbs is so strong right now. It is unbelievable. We talked about Bijan being a generational rookie running back, getting all this hype. Gibbs is almost right there with him. And Gibbs doesn't have this offense where they're just going to pound the rock 55 times a game. But Gibbs is more of the Kamara, where he's going to get X amount of rushes, but also a million, catches, and line him up in the slot and give him, yak opportunities and quick little passes and let him make an impact in the passing game. I think it's a too sweet bet for 50 plus rushing yards because he's going to have to share with Montgomery. First game playing on the road, the Chiefs being a rookie running back, if you want to throw a dart at it, I can see maybe him ripping off a big run and it gets you the win on this one. But I feel like he's going to be under 50 yards rushing, probably gets plenty of touches, maybe 30 receiving yards too. But I think he's under 50 yards. If you really want to throw a dart at this, look at the plus 75 rushing for plus 700. If he hits a big one, maybe you get a real big one and he hits that one. So take your chances on that instead of the 50 plus for plus 180. So I think that one's too sweet for Jahmyr Gibbs. Last one I had also from the same game. Aiden Hutchinson, former Michigan Wolverine, who we've talked about. We think he's gonna, ascend to be a really good pass rusher. They have him at over 0.75 sacks, meaning, he gets a half a sack, he's not going to win it. So he's got to get at least a sack to do it. As good as he is and as good a pass rusher, we think he can get up to 15 sacks. We know Kansas City's going to scheme around him and not let him affect the game. So I think that's too sweet at plus 195 for one sack for Hutchinson. I don't think he touches Mahomes all game.
I don't know, man. 50, I think he'd easily do that. 75, come on, man. No Chris Jones. I think it's a no-brainer.
Now remember, if two people sack at the same time, he gets half a sack, you don't win the bet. So you need him to get a full sack. He could get two halves, 1.5, never know. But he's going to have to get a full sack to win that bet. And Kansas City's going to focus on him completely. You take away Hutchinson, they don't have much of a pass rush.
Yeah, there is that. That's the worst part about it. But that's good. Is that all you got for Too Sweet, Kev?
Yep, that was too sweet. That's all I got.
Hell yeah. Okay, and we'll get some sound to this next week. But I love it, guys. That is just too sweet. And we're going to get into the final part of this show. This is the, this is what makes it all this is what all makes it matter. This is what I'll get better with this. But this is the 2K, 4K parlay where we're going to pick a parlay here that we think we should take as a lock. Do this. Put that money in your pocket. It might not be a 12-legger like old Nick over there, but man, that right there would be hot. But Kyle, what do you got for us, brother? The 2K 4K parlay.
I got a 9-game parlay.
All right, let's hear it.
Taking Pittsburgh
okay.
money line, Kansas City money line, Baltimore money line, Cleveland money line, Washington money line, Miami money line, Giants and Jets money line, and then I'm also through the Raiders in there money line to cap it all off. A $10 bet will get you $3,470.98.
Wow. Yeah, that's a hot one. In the words of Rob Thomas, man, it's a hot one. I like that. $3,000 right in the pocket. Get yourself a camper. To put on that nice ass truck of yours.
Yep.
You Shelby and the dogs. You could probably get a trailer that you could fold down the back where you could throw your spider up there. Man, you're living to Vida Loca right there, man. I like it.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
Yeah, I only have a 7-teamer this week. Only a 7-teamer. Nothing crazy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Eagles money line.
Okay.
Bengals money line. Dolphins money line. Steelers money line. Chiefs money line. Vikings and Seahawks all money line. I believe it's plus 3,706. So a $10 bet would be $370, something like that.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. There's nothing wild on there. I don't think. Is it gonna hit? No, but I think it has a chance.
Where's the faith, Nick? I got faith mine's going to hit.
Yeah, you got the funk in there, Kyle. And honestly, Nick, I don't know the last time you hit on a big parlay, but you're due for one. I like it. You're due for one.
I'm going to be completely honest. If the Raiders are the only team that fucked me over in this,
we'll bring Joe on because they're facing the Broncos. That's what we'll do. We'll get Joe up in here and see if we just.
I never bet on my team. I never bet on my team. It's always bad luck when I do, but I had to throw them in there.
Neither do I. I stay away from betting on the Steelers.
Well,
I'd rather just enjoy the loss. I guess if that's the best way to put it.
I got greedy. It was $10 bet was $3,400, and with the Raiders in it. Without the Raiders, it was only $1,200 win. So I put it in there.
Okay. Hey, why not? 2 nice TVs, right?
Yeah. Right.
Kev, you got anything for the 2K 4K parlay?
Yeah, I actually kind of just did it as we were talking. I hadn't had anything prepared prior, but
that's okay.
I always try to lean more conservative with the parlay. Obviously, if you want the home run, talk to Nick, talk to Jones. But if you want something where, you're willing to risk a $50 bill on something that, to me, is a coin toss. I think could easily hit. My parlay is Philly money line. Obviously, to me, one of the more sure things. Saints money line. I think against the Titans at home, they get it done. And then my plus money, I have Steelers momentum riding in their direction. A lot of experts are picking them. I think they slip through and win. With that parlay, it's plus 421 with $50 bill, willing to risk it. The payout's 260.75. So if you're looking for something I think is not a sure thing, but it's going to be a more likely thing to hit, I think that's solid return for at least 2 of the 3 are likely going to hit, and then you're going to hope the Steelers get it done against the Niners, and you can cash it.
Money in the bank. I like it, Kev. And I don't bet. I don't bet. That's something. I don't got nothing. I've been doing this. I haven't had 0 time.
You sit on a throne of lies.
What's that?
You sit on a throne of lies.
Yeah, I know. I don't have anything though. I really don't. I don't have anything set. So that's why I got you 3 for the 2K 4K parlay. I'll pick, and actually I might just do all 3 y'all's parlays and just see how that goes for me.
Hey,
at a lower cost.
I'm gonna if mine hits, I'm busting open the bubbly.
No, hey, if you're there, I'll butt chug that bubbly. How about that? We'll live stream it on the, we'll live stream it on the TikTok.
Yep.
Are you gonna have a bottle of Jack on Sunday?
Oh, dude, I'm getting turned Sunday. I gotta have something. That's how Raider fans do it, man. We start drinking early, so the pain's a lot easier later in the day if that's what happens.
Can we get pizza? I'm craving pizza right now.
Bro, I'm making wings.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Cool. Fuck
You're making Lynn's wings? Uh-oh.
Yes, I'm getting drunk. I'm making my mom's famous wings, my dad's famous fries.
Oh, Lord.
Taking some vitamins.
Man.
Say your prayers. Jessica, I love you. Have a good weekend with Zoe. I'll see you.
I love it.
But no, I know Jack's your drink. I'm kind of upset the more I think about it and we talk about the Pirates, influence with the Raiders. How do you not drink rum? Blast.
Dude, honestly, real talk, I've tried to like rum. I can't do it.
It's not
man.
the same. I agree with that. And I'm not much of a
Yeah, it's
drinker
better.
at all. But yeah, well,
it's not better.
Yeah, you could do more with it.
Jimmy Buffett looking down upon you and is upset. You don't like rum.
Rolling in his grave.
Hey, it is 5 o'clock somewhere with Jimmy Buffett and him and Alan Jackson had that famous song. But yes, Wasting Away in Margaritaville. R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. He's French. Buffet. But yeah, that's a good way to top it all off. Great first show, guys. We'll get it tight here, but I really appreciate everybody tuning in here for the 2K 4K show officially.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, resubscribe. Tune in Sunday night around 7:30ish, 8 o'clock. We're gonna have a post game with the Raiders and Broncos and all NFL. But I mentioned the Raiders and Broncos specifically because Joe's gonna be there. Joe's going to be here. Wales is going to be here. We're going to bring you the post game, the reactions live on YouTube.
Oh my! You think Jones? I got heated a couple of times. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, no, I can't wait. It's gonna be a shouting match. Y'all be throwing chicken wings at each other. You gotta make sure the dogs don't eat them.
Donkeys and pirates and all the other shit going on there, man.
Nick's gonna be here too. I don't know if he's staying long enough to watch us yell at each other, but
we'll see.
Nick, why are you wearing a referee outfit?
Yeah.
I'll bring the singlets now. I'll bring the singlets. I'll bring the mats. We can throw it down.
Oh, dude, don't tease me with a good time. That's what we need. We need a good.
I'd like to see Kyle in a singlet. I know that.
Yes, absolutely.
It's been a while.
Me too.
Been a while since I fit in a singlet. I can tell you that.
A freestyle singlet at that.
Oh wow!
Like Kurt Angle, baby.
Oh yeah.
You're asking for a lot now.
Oh, I love it. That's great. But yeah, like, subscribe, tune in live on YouTube, listen to the re-recorded reruns on Spotify, and yeah, give us a like anywhere. Find us on Instagram and TikTok. I promise we'll get more active on there. We're a bunch of old heads just trying to do new tricks, and we appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging on for the ride. So, 2K, 4K signing off. The one and only, baby. Thanks for tuning in.
One
guys.
love.
One
Peace.
love. Nick. Oh no. Hey, sorry. Goddamn, Nick. Thanks for coming on.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Dude, yeah, it's too long of a day. You're a superstar, and I thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. And
Yeah.
maybe you could do this, make this a thing. You know, your friends could get with my friends, and we could be friends. Shit, we could do this every weekend. P Diddy said that shit in the Big Papa.
Hey, I'm down to pop on.
Have your people contact our people, and we'll get this worked out.
And it's the same people, so we'll talk.
Yeah, just contact us.
But yeah, thank you.
You don't have to go.
tuning in.
You don't have to go through my agent and get my number.
or our lawyer. He's here.
Or a lawyer.
But thank you for tuning in, everybody. This is the 2K 4K podcast, the one and only.
Peace.
See you.